Hello everyone, so my name is Liliana Zavala, and this week for our discussion post we have to film videos again. And our discussion question this week is, if happiness is living in accord with human nature, can humans be happy even when going through a life event that causes suffering? So I do believe that human beings can be happy and experience moments of happiness even if they are suffering. And even if these moments are very small and minimalistic, they are still experiencing small moments of happiness. One part of the article that we had to read that I really enjoyed was the ending in particular and how it explained happiness compared to pain or suffering. At first, the writer stated that we talk about happiness as an emotion or mood, and that happiness is the favorable state, which makes sense because no one really wants to be in pain or suffering, and that we think of pain as a feeling. Pain is a feeling that can cause unhappiness, but we wouldn't necessarily think of it as unhappiness itself. And an example could be, say you're at a hospital and you get visitors. So that can be happiness that you're experiencing, despite you being at the hospital. Or say that the visitors bring you a gift, something that you've been asking for, whether it be clothes or foods or a material. That can be happiness that you're experiencing as well. Another example that the article gave was how people living in poverty are still happy despite the living conditions that they are in. The reason that they could be happy is, one, because they're alive, or because they're surrounded by people that they love, or because they have food or water for the day. They don't necessarily need a lot of materialistic items in order to be happy, and they are content with their life. And another example was given in the video of the pastor and I think it was 6 atheists, and that suffering can lead to happiness. In the video they mentioned divorce as an example, and how children could be sad because their parents are getting divorced, and because they don't really know what's happening, but their parents could be happy because they're getting the divorce. In the long run, this could lead to happiness though, because the environment that they are living in could become toxic or dangerous for the children. It doesn't necessarily have to, but it could. Or because their parents could be arguing constantly, or because of financial issues that could arrive. Those could be a few examples. And another point that was made in the video that I didn't really think about, but it does make sense to me, is you don't really know what happiness feels like unless you have suffered. I never really thought of it like that, but that does make a lot of sense, and I do agree with that statement. I don't remember who said it, but it makes sense to me. So that is why I think that you can still experience happiness even if you are suffering. Thank you.